How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Thursday's weekly Aksys stream. My name is Sammy, and of course, literally as soon as I go live, okay, no, we're good. No. I was like, as soon as we went live, like the tool that I used to put you guys, like immediately broke, and I was like, oh, cool. Like literally frame one, not the 30-minute. Thank you for joining me. We're gonna play some Jack Jeanne. I also have some wonderful guests with me. Two people that work with me at Aksys Games who are great, huge fans of Otome, so it's going to be really great to have and talk to them. I have Lauren and Yuma. They're the people that I get to talk to about Otomes at the office and or silly romance crap. So I have Yuma and Lauren with me. They work with me at Aksys Games. You can also hear them now because I didn't mess anything up. But
yay, we can be heard.
Yay.
they are wonderful people. So please, first, Yuma, introduce yourself however you please.
Oh my gosh, okay. First off, hi everyone. My name is Yuma. I am a localization specialist at Aksys, and I actually oversaw debug for Jack Jeanne, and it's one of the first games that I worked on. So it's really exciting to be here. Oh gosh, where do I even begin with Otome? I just really like the pretty art, and I don't know, just like it's nice to be catered to, you know. Like,
That's fair.
yeah, you know, there's just a lot to like about it, but I just feel like whenever I can play other games too, but when I play an Ultimate, it feels like coming home, if you know what I mean.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lauren. I'm a production specialist here at Aksys Games. As far as Otome games go, Yuma has just drugged me into the deep well that is this genre. So my first game was actually Nor 9 Last Era. Like I got to work on that project a bit, and now she's just been recommending me many more. So I'm just down in the hole now, and I'm one of them.
Welcome.
Yes.
welcome at the bottom of the hole. It's sometimes great, but it's slow. It's filling up way too fast as of recent.
Oh, for sure.
I was just given like 5 titles of like, hey, you should play these, and now they're just sitting in front of my Switch, and I'm like, all right, the backlog has begun.
That's a part of the experience. Part of the experience is constantly having your backlog stare at you in the face, and you make a decision on whether it wins every single day.
Very true.
Yeah. But it's wonderful to have you guys because this stream always gets better with other people, and it's other than that they're just gonna hear me complain the entire time about things that have like nothing to do with the Otomes. So this is great. I appreciate it. Really quick, may I ask each of you one by one, what was, well, I kind of answered this, but like what was your like first Otome, and like why do you really like the genre so much? For Yuma.
Well, I guess my first Otome experience was actually Mystic Messenger on the phone. But after that, I didn't really dive into Otome until like the height of the pandemic in 2020. I guess like I was kind of like, you know, I was like stuck at home and not really able to do anything. So I was reading a bunch of like, you know, those Korean like isekai manga.
Yes.
The manhwa, yeah. I was reading a bunch of those, and I was like, you know, like this ultimate game concept is really cool, and like it'd be really nice to actually be able to play them. So I kind of like did my research online, and I found the Ultimate Game subreddit, and everyone was talking about Code Realize, and it seemed right up my alley. So I got it, and the rest is history.
Lauren, I know you kind of answered it, but anything you want to like expound upon? those
Uh,
questions.
let's see. So my like way into otome was kind of different. I'm
Mhm.
I'm very big RPG, so my
Oh, you'll have a friend in the chat.
yeah. Hey.
You'll have a friend in the chat.
But like my starts, like Fire Emblem, where you can pair all the units together and like get other stuff with their support. So that sort of like
Mhm.
got me into it. And then I fell
Yeah.
into Twisted Wonderland when that came out because a friend brought me into it, and so that then spiraled into otome, and then Yuma being like, you should play Code Realize, and then I played that, and now I've gone through most of Jack Jeanne and the backlog once again.
Oh man, I will. You know what? Since it's been a while, I'll give sort of my first I'll give my introductions too. Since I don't know, have you guys heard my introduction before
I don't
I
think
to
so.
don't
to
think so.
Atomas?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's perfect. So I started almost exactly. So I started streaming for Aksys almost exactly when Pure Fury came out. Pure Fury 1. And I had no clue about the genre. I didn't even play visual novels. So we had Ann on, Miss Ann Lee, the wonderful Miss Ann Lee. And she basically just walked me through it, and the entire time I was like, oh yeah, huh, interesting, yeah. And try my best to sound like I wasn't completely in the hole. But
You can't let them know how down bad you are.
I was like, just like, I know exactly what's happening here. Yeah, the that's how Christianity works.
Oh
And, and
gosh.
then later on, so then afterwards, because we don't normally have the stream schedule, or sorry, the release schedule that we did now. I knew that there was going to be like a year where I needed to fill streams, so I was like, I should do a playthrough of an Otome. And I'd asked Anne and I asked Naja, and they overall suggested Cafe Enchanté because it recently released. And then I played Cafe Enchanté, and then I made a lot of connections with the main character, Kotane, because we had both kind of like hated our jobs and we're getting cool new jobs. And it was like I had a lot of relation to her as a character. So after that, it was kind of like that was it. I kind of just found the game that was like right for me at the right time. And then I just kind of kept diving in from that point. So that's kind of how I got into it. And like sort of, I think the thing that I like about Otome is in general, as I've continued to play it, is one, the voice acting, because I liked voice acting previous to this, and this sort of helped me see different sides of a lot of the voice actors I really liked. But the other thing I really liked about it is I think what's really fun is, as someone who really likes the romance genre, the romance genre can be kind of stale at times in the way that they approach settings, because for the most part, they want it to be very relatable, and the easiest way to be relatable is to have it to be a slice of life or some regular real world thing. And what's really nice about Otome is that they do generally try their best to approach the sort of setting that the romance will be in from different perspectives or different points. So you have like, Norn 9, which approaches it from like a sci-fi aspect. We have this one, we're going to play Jack Jeanne in a second, that approaches it from more like a theatrical and like singing aspect. We talked about Pio Fiore, which is this mystery mafia story. So there's all of the, and what's really fun about it is that it creates all of these different scenarios where these sort of romances have to exist within these spheres, within these settings. So they always look really different as a comparison to be like the next, the next slice of life office romance, which I don't get me wrong, like I love, but I think that Otome has that step up to, I guess, just what the general romance world looks like.
Yeah, that's fair. I get that. I think
I really love the variety as well. Yeah, I agree.
the variety is very good. I think what I like about them is the characters actually have like motivations of their own. Like the stories aren't fully about like I'm going out to get a boyfriend or such. They're sort of like I'm living my life, things are happening, and this stuff is happening along the way, so it makes it feel more realistic and like everyone's trying to do something and it's not fully
Right.
the Bachelor anime version.
Right. It's not just like, well, except for the game that I really like. It's not just always about just finding, the boyfriend or something like that. It's usually that they get together or they become closer as a matter of circumstances of the things that happen around their lives, and they just kind of like learn more about each other and stuff, which is really cool and almost more normal, despite the very weird stuff that happens. Oh,
I want to adopt all of them.
I will say one of the things I always like about Otomes is when the guys stick around even if you're on a route.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't
agree.
want them to disappear. Yeah, because they're like friends. It's better when they're friends.
They are.
Buddy's here.
Someone's talking about the winter play. That's gonna hurt you, Sammy.
Is
Oh,
it?
I'm so ready. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I almost cried during the winter performance because
I was bawling my eyes out, Lauren. I was like playing the last song with blurry vision, and I could barely see my hands and the keys, and I was just like,
Because I agree, like when you hit the winter performance, every single person gets a chance to like really shine and like you sort of get like a sales pitch for that character, and from that performance, it's sort of like already locked in the order that I'm gonna replay and like go down other people's routes because some of them just hit so hard.
Right.
So even though I'm like, oh, I'm focusing on Fumi this route, I'm like, I now have to replay this whole thing focusing on Mitsuki. I must.
Right. No, I think that's a big deal. I think routes should get you interested in other characters, or at least like a majority of the main story should get you interested in other characters.
Yeah, for
absolutely. Like Neji, I wasn't sure about him at first, but then the more he spoke, I was like, wait a minute, you're okay.
Oh,
you're
God.
actually nice. Hey.
Neji makes this game so hard to play because he's just in the background making a mess and just like he is constantly just trying to get a laugh out of himself but he's still so nice.
He's definitely like a scenery chewing character that's just having a ball and you're like, sir.
Oh God, when I was playing when I was doing the first year's performance, and I'm trying to focus on the rhythm game, and Neji's just scooting down across the stage with his dumb outfit. I'm like, how am I supposed to focus on this?
Oh my gosh, Neji always has the best outfits. I can't wait for you to see his summer performance outfit because it is so ridiculous and it is amazing.
Speaking of Mitsuki.
The pretty men.
Pretty.
So actually more of talking about how I think routes or like common routes should get you interested for characters. I was really more interested in Mitsuki's route after the first year's performance because the entire time you're interacting with Mitsuki ever outside of the performance, he is just so plain and just don't bother me. If it doesn't have to do with singing, please leave me alone. And then you get to the first year's performance and he cares and he's like emoting and he's acting well. And you're just like, well, because he does it. He's just like, please leave me alone. Oh my God, this is so why don't you get this? And then you get to the first year performance and he's like fully acting and it's great. And that itself got me really excited to like eventually play Mitsuki's route, because then I would be like, oh, why is he like this? This is like the differences between him in person and in performance is very cool.
He has the gap moe.
The gap moe, yes.
Yeah, the game does really well to get you so interested in everybody, and for like radically different reasons, right? Like for Neji, it's that for me. For So, it's their background. For Kai, it's like, why are you in the Hogwarts woods all the time?
Listen, he's the one with the magic weasel. Yeah.
And it's like, what is this middle ground of being kind of good at being a girl? I don't know. I'm telling you, this is why he's the best.
Yes, that's my favorite line.
He left himself last and he's unnamed.
Employee A.
Oh no, what is he doing?
Man.
Oh,
Employee B.
he is causing so many. Why?
Man.
Why is he doing this?
Oh yeah, the tangos.
Yes.
You sold him up here too.
The voice he does for this character is just when he starts reading his lines. Like, I know we don't get to see it, but I can fully see him, like, even though he's playing like a Jeanne here, I can fully see him taking the lead in the tango and just dragging this freshman around.
Oh yeah, Neji straight up bullies Suzu here.
He does.
He gives him these intense lines.
He's like, yeah, and do this while dancing.
Yes.
Yes, Suzu, scream. You should be afraid.
Why does he do his best to laugh as like a prancing villain? Again, I think I said this when first day I streamed this, but I was like, we were like 5 minutes into the game, we saw 3 different Suzu outfits.
Oh yeah.
I was like really impressed. Like, you know, some characters don't get any ever.
The characters have a surprising amount of wardrobe changes in this, like even in their little individual events. Listen, we know y'all know what the old jacket used to be, okay?
Oh yes. Oh
We
my
know.
gosh. You guys, I had such a headache trying to fix this. I was the one who had to message like the devs, be like, oh, like this is actually a really bad word, and like we really need to change it. A lot of parties were involved in this change, so it was a pretty big deal just for this small sprite. But you know what? It is fine. It was worth it.
It was worth it. I love this sprite from Suzu because it makes him look so long.
It does.
He looks like a linebacker with his huge ass shoulders. long man, yeah.
Long man.
I love it, like, even though you can't see Kisa's face, you know what face she's making.
Yeah.
Cute is going on? I don't know about that. Suzu's kind of like losing his mind. And Kisa's really nice and sweet.
She's just doing her best.
She is really perpetually just doing her best around. She is a relatively normal person in a drama school full of crazy people. Oh, alright. Suzu Blush, we win.
Aw.
Cute.
We won, yeah.
Let everyone go
Yes.
home.
Yeah, we win. We win the game. That's what we're shooting for. I wish this guy had a thought in his head.
Simple. That's why he's so happy. It's simple thoughts.
It's just wonderful. It's little things. Yeah,
Thanks
we'll try
for
to
hanging out with us.
we'll try to have you guys more often, even if it just means like talking shop. Just talking about
Definitely.
things.
It's fun.
It was fun. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Yuma and Lauren, for coming to the stream. You made this stream so much fun, and I enjoyed the whole time. It was more than just playing Jack Jeanne. It was like it's like being in the office. We're just like talking about stuff that we like. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try to have them on more often. And that'll be it. Hey, thank you for joining me. Next week's on you. If you guys haven't played a video game this week for work reasons or whatever, just go play a video game this week and like enjoy yourself
fun.
for a bit. Yeah, have some fun. Put some fun, schedule fun in your life. And
Treat yourself.
Yes, treat yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important. And I'll see you guys next week, hopefully. Take it easy.